life and being from the city, all we know is surviving, sometimes staying quiet.
But fuck that.
Just my hair. Okay.
What kind of matrix shit was that?
Are we getting started?
I think so.
Okay. We ready? We good?
Yep.
Everybody got that last minute be right back text? Because I just had to do that.
No, I just put my shit on D&D. We good?
Okay, we good.
I'm
Alright.
where I need to be. Don't nobody like my ass anyway.
All right. You're what's up, New York City, those around us. Maya Bravo here. We are back with another episode of the Bravos on a Roll Call podcast. I know it's a long name, but it is all with meaning. So, Bravo, if you don't know by now, is the brand, the mantra, applauding ourselves, applaud you. And the honor roll basically is me bringing some people that I honor, some creatives who have been doing their thing, and I find inspiration from them. So, from that inspiration, I want them to get it real intellectual here. We got these topics that come from the society around us. We living in the urban times, and there's a lot of things that's been happening, and we just gonna speak on that. So, I'm gonna let everybody introduce themselves. Let's start from left to the right, because that's how you do it when you have a site. So, yeah.
I'm just a crazy old weird hippie dude that does music and stuff.
No name for them? No name?
My name is no name. My name is my name, like Pusha T. I'm trying to tell y'all this. Why y'all don't listen to me? Let me stop messing with y'all. It's Ace Bradley, a.k.a. the Coochie Man from Brooklyn, New York. I'm a rich billionaire, playboy, philanthropist. That's all I'm giving y'all.
That's it.
That's it. That's all I'm giving them. Everything else they gotta wait for. Every podcast team needs a villain. Okay? There's like 3 judges. This is like American Idol. Everybody needs Simon Cowell. I'm Simon, just funnier and uglier.
Oh. Woo! Snaps. Let's snap to that. Shout out to Ace. I'm your girl, Virgo. I'm from the Bronx, New York. I'm a poet. You can follow me on Instagram at Virgo Venting if you're from New York City, so you can see like what I have going on.
All right, and last but not least, your host, Maya Bravo. Many hats, many laps. You know, Bravo, the brand, clothing brand. We got 2 podcasts. This one and Reminiscing and Reflecting. Working on a children's book. So yeah, got a couple things going in the works. And I guess we're gonna just get into today's topic. As always, these topics come to mind as lives and different experiences. And I'm not gonna lie, this year, 2025, I started it in the most ironic way possible. I had to cut off my barber. I had to cut off the person who gives me the cuts. I had to cut off my barber. First person.
Why?
Why? We're not going to get into that because I don't deserve no time. I'm not even going to do all that and then going to figure out who is this. No. I'll tell you when the cameras go off. But, yeah. That just had me thinking. And not only that, from that one event, multiple people just started getting dropped like flies. And it had me thinking, like, sometimes self-care and self-love really means harming yourself. Like, granted, I have got a cut since. Like, I have a new one. I have a new barber. But, yeah, I just feel like sometimes to really show that you're not going to take nobody's bullshit, set those boundaries, sometimes it got to hurt a little bit. And that's what we're going to talk about today. Has anyone have a moment when you had to, like, really just be like, you know what, this is going to hurt, but you got to go. Or it got to go. Anyone?
Yes, I have. So I get exactly what you're talking about. It's like it hurts. It does hurt when you have to let go of people or things or places that you love. You might have to disconnect from certain people. You might have to stop going into certain circles, into certain areas because it doesn't serve you, even though you love to be there, even though you love the certain people, even though you love to do this certain thing. Maybe you have a habit and it's not serving you, it's hurting you. So it hurts to let go. So I understand what you mean in that sense of harming self to get to self-love. So for me, it would be letting go of certain people. So that means, family members, friends. And it's not to say that there's no love no more. It's not to say that the love is lost. But it's just a matter of, like, we're not aligned anymore. Like, we're not on the same wavelength anymore. Like, I could see where there's certain things where it's like, I can't mesh with you no more. So I got to move how I'm going to move, And I think that, yes, it hurts us. But I think the way you go about it can be pretty harmful as well. I know I probably caused harm in the way I went about things. But it was for myself. I think it's a little bit selfish. And sometimes it's okay to be that way. But if you're not used to it, it could be hurtful to you because it's like, you're not used to that. You're not used to that. You're not used to being like, you know what? This is going to hurt. But you used to being a people person. You're used to pleasing other people instead of yourself. So it does hurt. It hurts to have to let go and stuff like that. But once you get through that hurtful phase, you start to feel good because it's like, oh, this is why I did that. This is why it was necessary for me to let these certain people go. You know what I mean? So, yeah, I feel you 1,000% on that, and I've experienced that.
Yes, I love that you brought up the topic of, like, family members and friends because definitely I feel like those two in particular, when they been around you for a long time, like 10 plus years or whatever, they're used to phase one of you. Mm-hmm. But when you have phase 10, 15, sometimes it's hard for them to, like, respect that you're older, you're wiser, you know more of what you want and what you're looking for, and they don't be wanting to bring that to the table. Mm-mm. Like, those be the ones who want to keep you in this space, in this place. They be the ones to tell you other people gotta treat you a certain way, but they don't want to be the ones to do it themselves. And that be like, I don't be understanding that at all. They be the ones telling you, make sure your partner respects you, make sure your job, appreciates what you bring to the table.
But you don't do it.
You don't do it. Mm-hmm. Look, your family be your biggest critic, yo. Mm-hmm. Oh my, look, don't you know what? Alex, calm down. Don't get started.
Get started. This is the space to do that.
Y'all do not want that.
The people want it. This is the space to do that.
I'm going to start naming names, receipts, all that.
We don't need no names. We don't need no names.
You don't want all that, all right? I'm trying
Not the
to
names and receipts.
Oh, yeah, I got names and receipts. We can call out a couple people.
But in general, generally speaking, you know what I'm saying? Because they know you best.
The whole world. Well, all the bad ones at least.
They know, because they know you best. Those people who's close to you, so they used to a certain version of you. They like to be comfortable. It's convenient for them. It's accessible. So when you start to feel like, you know what, I want to elevate, I want to evolve, I don't want to be this version of myself no more, they don't understand that because they so used to this version of you. And when you start to transition, they get upset. Because they're entitled to your time, your attention.
Oh, I see it every day. Everybody want to be my friend now.
Yeah. They want to.
Everybody want to be my damn friend now.
They want to be closer to you. You know what I'm saying? After a while. And it's no love laws. Like I said, it's no love laws. It's certain people that I feel like I could go back to it and talk to you, but just to gain a better understanding. But at the same time, you got to be prepared for how they react to you because you hurt them too. That be the shit about it too, because you hurt them too. So it's like they might not even want to speak to you again. They might even want to see your face no more. Like, oh, cut me off, blah blah blah. And you gotta be prepared for that too, in case you ever wanted to go back to have a conversation or whatever.
But my thing is this, like, you said if you hurt them too, but hurt them how? Because you're putting your foot down now?
Yeah, because you know why? They can't handle that shit.
That's too bad.
But I don't think that's.
But it's hurtful. You know why? Because it's like. Damn, like, oh, so you know, they take it personal. They're not thinking about you, bettering yourself, and maybe, hey, I should elevate too because I want to be in this person's life.
But that's not your issue for them.
No, it's not your issue. No, it's not your issue. It's not. That's facts. That's fact. It's not your issue. That's on them. You feel me? And so it's like, for me, it's like if your feelings is hurt because of how I decided to move, you'll get over it.
But is that really something that you should have to apologize for? Like,
no, hell no. Hell
okay.
No. No. I'm not saying it like that. Like, oh, you gotta. No. Is it okay to curse?
Yeah.
Let me tell you
Oh,
something.
okay, fuck no.
Let me tell you something. I am not apologizing for elevation.
No, fuck no. Hell no.
I'm not apologizing for being dope. I'm sorry. I'm just not.
Exactly.
I refuse.
Exactly.
If you want to stay in the ground and not grow and become something, that is on you.
They want to stay weeds.
I'm sorry. And call it narcissistic if you want to, because a lot of people don't know the definition of the damn word.
They don't.
There's
They throw it
goddamn
around.
there's 30 forms of narcissism, okay? And
They
I'm
throw
the
it around.
biggest one.
Nope.
I'm the biggest narcissist, okay? I love myself more than you might love me, and that's not a bad thing for me. I just don't give a fuck. If you don't like me, I don't give a shit. You might want to go and, you know what, let me tell you something. Go to the bathroom and take a shit. That's what I want you to do. Go to the bathroom and take a shit.
And then what happens after that?
I want you to put a glove on, and I want you to go in the goddamn toilet, and I want you to pick up that piece of shit, and I want you to smell it. If you are not okay with your own shit, change yourself.
That was
I know it's
Very
a very,
literal.
I know that's a very weird way of thinking about it, but if you don't like how you feel or how you act, or you really look at yourself or how you treat other people, maybe you should fix that. And if you're okay with that, get the fuck away from me.
There you go.
I'm only a villain to those who deserve it. To everybody else, all right. I'm a hero to my kids and my mama. That's it. Everybody else, I'm a villain. I don't care. Big villain.
yeah.
I don't like being a hero. Being a hero sucks.
You know what? I gotta definitely like say I feel you on that, because I feel like when you're a good person, people expect you to also be a pushover sometimes. And when you say no, or I can't do this right now, or if they're used to you always being available, but then, you know, something else is taking up your time and attention right now, and they have to kind of fit in when they can, they want to look at you like you're the bad guy, like, oh, you no longer doing this because of, and they gotta try to figure out a reason for it all the time. It can't just be like, oh, like, you're living your life, you're doing what you gotta do. They can never be happy for you or proud of you for, you know, elevating.
Right.
And I don't know. I just feel like that's not something that we should take and feel like we have to be the ones to kind of fix you.
No.
Or to help you feel better about yourself, because you can't see that I'm trying to be better for myself.
Right. So, yeah. So, and people, like I said, people expect you to remain the same. But how do you feel about, now let's talk about how you go about becoming more self-aware. Are you ghosting people and saying, fuck it, I'm just going to cut them off and I ain't never speaking to them again? Or are we like having conversations and saying, hey, this is why, you know, I don't think we align here anymore. And so, you know what I'm saying? Like, this is why I'm distant. And there's no love lost, but I'm going to distance myself. How do you think is the healthiest way to go about it?
I mean, me personally, I feel like when you have people around, you kind of figure out what works best with them. Some people, you might have to tell them straight up, like, yo, like, I'm busy right now. Don't take it personal, but I gotta do me. And then I feel like there's some people who you don't need to even explain that to, that if they really care, they will reach out to you as well. Like, yo, what's up? Haven't seen you. Hope all's well. And then you can have that conversation then, like, yo, I'm doing X, Y, and Z. Me personally, I feel like I've been doing a mix of those. And then also there's sometimes where I just don't say anything, because sometimes people don't say anything. So I'm going to start moving how you move. Because why do I have to feel like I always have to, you know, take myself out of it? Like, this sometimes when I have no social battery, or if I feel like I'm in my bubble, and even me trying to get the right words out, sometimes I feel like it won't be the right words. So I'm going to just do my action. I'm going to just do what I got to do. And when we get back to a point where we see each other face to face, or if I reach out or you reach out, I should be able to be like, yo, like, I know we haven't spoken this amount of time, but yo, like, it was nothing personal with you. I had to get me right. And the real ones are gonna understand it. You're not gonna have to tell real ones much, I feel like. What do you think?
A lot of people aren't coming from a place of love. That's the problem.
That
A
part.
lot of people
That part.
a lot of people trauma bond. A lot of people trauma bond and treat people like property. And you gotta understand, like, okay, you can have a relationship with somebody, whether it be a friendship, relationship, whatever the hell it is, right? But you have to allow people to be people. You know what I'm saying? Like that, like, we are each other's property in some way, shape, or form, but not like, okay, bitch, you gotta tell me everything. You gotta tell me this. You gotta tell. That's just controlling, and you should go seek some damn therapy.
Correct.
Something's wrong with you if you're
Correct.
doing all that. Concerned, yes. Controlling, no.
Correct.
That's just weird as fuck.
Possessive.
Like I had a period where I just went off the grid. Like I went off the grid for like 4 months. Nobody heard from me. Nobody, not even my kids. And that was probably the hardest thing I've ever had to do. But it was something that I needed to do for myself because I knew what I was becoming, and I know that's not the person I want to be. Like I was going through a case with my children, and I remember having visitation, and my son said something to me, and that's actually what caused me to do the trip. It was a necessary trip. Otherwise, I probably wouldn't even be sitting here. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. So, you know, if them breaks is needed, don't let nobody stop you from letting you become the best person that you know you need to be. Because it starts, like I said, with the shit thing. Not to get too literal, but it starts with you. If you know that you want to change for yourself, it's gonna hurt a lot of people, because a lot of people are so used to being here. They want to be here, but they stagnate themselves.
Correct.
Like, you see how these things here stop the interference for the microphone? You take one of these motherfuckers off, and they should be... they'll be in there losing their damn mind in there. They're gonna be like, oh my God, what is going on? What is he saying? It's a necessary piece, but damn it, if you take one of them things, all them things gonna fly. But it's a necessary thing. It's a necessary thing that's gonna keep you flowing. Cause damn it, look, you met me a year ago. You've been like, who the fuck is this asshole? Why is he here? Why is he doing this podcast? Why is he here? I swear I wouldn't be here. 2-3 years ago, you've been like, yeah, fuck Ace. This nigga's an asshole.
So Ace, when you had to take the trip for yourself from everybody, did you speak to anyone first, or did you just go on ahead without telling anyone?
I ain't say shit to nobody. I just left. It was me and everybody else that committed to this program, and we all packed the bag. No electronics, no drugs, no nada. And we went into the deepest part of the woods and just got lost.
I would like to do some shit like that, but not like, I would just like to do it just to get away. I just need I need a breather from life. Like, I mean, not from life because I love life, praise God. But I'm saying, like, just from the everyday hustle and bustle. I would love some shit like that.
Do it.
I would love that.
Go and do some white people shit you ain't never did before for a weekend. I'm telling you, I'm for real.
I'm laughing at the white people shit.
I'm telling you, why you think they so happy? Take a trip up to the mountains and get you some mountain air.
Let's not even talk about why they so happy in the country of America.
Stop.
That could be another.
I'm talking about mental, and I'm not talking. There's another podcast for financial stuff that I do that on. Back to what I was saying.
Before you forget it, yes.
See, my old ass, I don't forgot it.
You see,
Now, we were talking about how you didn't tell anybody that you was going to go on your excursion.
Nah, man, you just...
I like that you use that word
Yeah,
excursion. I like that.
You just go. Just go. Just do it. There was a time in life where I was like, fuck it, I ain't even want to go to church. Nigga, I was dancing with the devil in the pale moonlight. I am not afraid to admit it, okay?
Yeah.
And then, you know what I'm saying? When I got tired, I say, I need to go get some Jesus. So I went from dancing in the devil in the pale moonlight to Jesus is the one. And 2.5, there's nothing wrong with that.
No, it's not.
You gotta want to do, but there's some people that be like, nigga, there was a time when you was. And that's how they remember you. And that's okay. Those are the people that you don't want. But you have
Yes.
to. You also have to be okay with letting these people go. A lot of people just aren't.
And letting
okay
them
with
stay
that.
with the version
Nigga,
of you they remember.
Man, look, listen. I will sit in this motherfucker by myself. Most of my family and I do not speak, and it is causing the biggest rift between me and my children. Still, I fight every day to get my kids back because, I don't know about everybody else, but I love mine.
Yeah.
And the fact that
Shout outs to my kids.
everybody is doing what that they doing. 'Cause I don't want to get too emotional. I don't cry in front of y'all, but
It's okay to cry,
nah,
Black
because
man.
it's a lot, yo. Like, oh my Jesus.
But I asked that question
But
because
it's necessary because fuck
Oh,
every
sorry.
last one of them. All right,
I
I'm
asked
done.
I asked that question about whether you to be or not to be communicative of your departure from people, because the way I see it is, right, I'm pretty sure I know there's a slew of people right now who I still love, and I know they love me too, but it's a slew of people right now who was like, what the fuck happened to this girl and why is she not talking to me? I don't know what happened. My thing is this, right? Because you had mentioned something that resonated with me. I could literally tell you on a regular, because I'm somebody that's like, I'm the person that you could dump on. And when he said trauma bond, yes, I'm the person that you could dump on because your secret is safe with me. But don't take advantage of that, right? So if I tell you I got shit to do, like I'm a stay-at-home mom, I got stuff to do constantly. If I say I'm gonna hit you back, or send me a voice note instead of calling my phone, blowing me up, send me a voice note. And then when I do get back to you, it's some bullshit. It's some bullshit. It's either gossip. Do you know what I could be doing my time? Don't get me wrong. I love a little kiki aha. Don't get me wrong, all right? I love a good... In portions, you feel me? Because it's shit to do. At the end of the day, I'm 35 years old. I got kids. I got stuff to do. I'm living in New York City. Like, it's stuff to do. So it's like, I have time sometimes, yes, but I have the time that I tell you that I have. So don't keep blowing me up, harassing me because you feel entitled to it. You feel me? And that's stuff that I gotta do, and then you're still stuck in this place, and I don't want to be in this place that you're stuck in. And you want to like drink alcohol all the time, or you want to gossip all the time, or you want to hang out, all the time. I don't have time to do that all the time. So if I tell you, hey, leave me a voice note, I could get back to you better that way. But you insist on blowing up my phone. If I tell you I'm going to get back to you when I have time, but you insist on blowing up my phone, or you feel entitled to hear from me every day, I have to cut you the fuck off.
Right.
How many times did I tell you? How many times did I... So now, you know what? Now, I changed my number. I don't give it out. I block everybody who I wanted to block. And I'm moving on, and I'm moving forward with my life. There's no love lost. If I see you in the street, I'm not going to just ignore you if you ignore me. And that's why I said people's feelings get hurt. That's why I said that. Because there's a possibility that we see each other in the street. I'm willing to speak, but you might not because you feel some type of way because of how I went about it. I don't give a fuck. Respectfully, I don't give a fuck. Like, you can feel how you want to feel about it. I felt how I felt about it, and I went how I went about it. So if that's how you want to move, and you feel like you don't want to speak, if you see me in person, I respect it. You know what? Because it's cool. Respect it too. Like, respect my shit too, and I'm going to respect how you want to go about it, and that's it. So that's why I was asking about, like, how do you go about it in a way, but I feel like, and then you know what I also feel like too, there's people who will move that way, like they'll ghost and this and that. And if you do it to them, but you did it to other people. What's the problem?
A lot of one-sided shit going on with people, definitely.
Some missions are just for you. And some things are just unexplainable. When you feel it, you gotta just do. That's just how I feel.
No, absolutely.
It was necessary because look at me now.
It's boundaries.
I'm happy. I'm richer. I'm glowing, and I'm still ugly.
Now,
But the fact still remains, I'm happier than that.
Yeah, happiness. That's what it's about. You gotta be happy, truly happy with yourself, your decisions.
Oh, and my jokes are a lot more cornier. They are.
But you don't give a fuck.
You damn right.
Sometimes people just aren't ready for the new you, basically, to sum it up.
Mm-hmm.
And there's been a lot of times when I had to take myself away from people just because I realized they were like they cared to a certain degree, but if you know that I got all these things happening for myself, but you're not helping me in no way, you're not promoting nothing, you're not keeping me on top of things, like you always inviting me out to spend money on bottles and this and that, on things that don't mean nothing. Because first of all, if you go to the bars and the clubs every weekend, dropping $400 on $40 bottles just to say that you there and you could do it, when you could be doing so much stuff, working on your generational wealth, investing in something, do something else to see your money grow, and not to just be like, yeah, I'm here. Mind you, people don't even be there dancing and enjoying themselves no more. 9 times out of 10, people get lit, turn up, it's a fight. Gotta leave. You just wasted $400 to watch a fight that you could have saw on HBO for free, or you could have streamed it on Netflix or something. Like, I don't know. But let's not get into that. That's neither here nor there. But my point is, I had to really sit back and look at, like, what are you really around me for? Because I'm allowing myself to be like, you know what? Let me not spend money on this on my brand. Let me not put money towards myself. Let me go be with you just for the company. But it's not really about the company. There's plenty of times that I had to remove myself. And I'm not going to lie. It was people that I knew that watched me grow, like I said, through different phases and places. And, like, at a time, I felt like we were growing at the same, pace. We had the same mentality. But also, I had to sit back and really realize, like, yo, like, you over here telling me about my wrongdoing to talking about, oh, you could be so much further with your brand if you did X, Y, and Z. But you not even helping me do that. You making me do the opposite. And then if I can't come and do what you doing, then you looking at me like, oh, I don't want to be around. So that was, like, have you ever had that moment when you had to, like, basically cut ties to where it hurt you to do it, but you had to in order to be a better you?
Cut ties, yeah. Hurt, no. Not anymore.
It don't hurt no more.
Once my mom told me she loved me on my birthday and then left me that same week, nothing hurt me anymore.
Yeah,
I became a
that.
Different kind of monster.
Oh, yeah, I could see that. That's traumatizing.
I remember because, okay, if you don't know, I still have, I just don't promote it as much, but I have, because I do manage people still. I have a collective. I don't like to call it a record label, but I have a collective of artists that I manage and develop. When I first started it, I had absolutely no knowledge of business management, music management, nothing. It was just an idea and a Google search that led us to a showcase, that led us to a promoter, that led us to getting on TV. Very first show. The very, very first show. All from a Google search. 2 years later, my cousin had a label deal. We went to DC. Through his school, he got to perform for the president, and then we did Radio City, which is right up the block here. Them same people that was saying, oh my God, man, that's Cat, be the same ones I'm on, yo, bro, and then that's when you gotta hit them with the, and it doesn't matter, like, then it goes into that part of elevation where you gotta, like I said, it goes back to what I said earlier. Some missions are meant just for you. And everybody is just not gonna understand the end goal. Hell, you might not even understand the end goal.
Yes.
You might not even understand what is for you at the finish line. But when you do, when that shit snaps into you, not out of you, because we gotta stop snapping out of shit. We gotta start snapping into some shit. Snap into some gangster shit for a change. When you snap into what you can do, there's nothing stopping you from crossing the finish line. All you got to do is run. If they don't want to get there with you, that is fine. Let that weight go, because damn it, anybody could fly if you just let go of what you need to let go of. Let me just leave that right there. I'm done with my philosophy.
So you said to where it hurts, but you had to let go. Well, yeah, in a sense of like a relationship, like in an intimate relationship, like an ex. Yeah, that hurt. I had to let it go though, because that shit was hurting me to hold on more than it did to let it go. So yeah, for sure, but I had to. So you had to go. Bye. Get the boot. I got shit too. Cause you know why people literally drain you of your energy. They dim your light. Like, not for nothing. Since my last relationship ended, like, I started coming more into myself, building my social life back up, moving around more, doing my poetry more, going to more places. You know what I'm saying? Making more connections. And I know that it's because I became more aware. And I only became more aware because I was no longer in that situation. No longer in that situation. So I don't have that blockage anymore. You know what I'm saying? And it's like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you got to do sometimes. You got to get rid of a blockage. And like I said, it could come in the form of people. It could come in the form of habits. It could come in the form of places that you frequent that's not good for you. You know, like somebody who's constantly going to the club. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if you want love, but you always in the club, or, you know, and to the, oh, God, because there's going to be somebody, well, I met my husband 20 years ago in the club. All right, that's great. Love that.
That was 20 years ago.
But we speaking, generally speaking, right, in terms of the majority of humans who want genuine love. If you frequent the club, that's probably the blockage keeping you from what you want. Maybe you should switch it up. Go to the club less and go to other places more. Other places like wherever you enjoy. What do you enjoy? Do you love going to the park? Go to the park. They might have an event in the park. You want to go there, meet people there. You know what I'm saying? If you love to paint, go to somewhere that there's a painting thing going on. You're going to meet somebody there. You love museums, go to the museum. You might meet somebody. Go to places that align with you, not just, you know, continuing this pattern of this, whatever this thing is that's blocking you from being your best self or getting you to where you want to be. You know what I'm saying? So,
I like that you mentioned that people need to basically step out of their comfort zone. Because I do feel like being a person who is ready and willing to, like, have an idea and be like, yo, I think I could probably do this, and actually setting myself up to go ahead and do it. There's some people who are very, I don't want to say threatened, but if they can kind of, like, keep you in a box with them, they'll try by all means to handle that, to do that. Mm-hmm. And it's fucked up, though, because it's like, you see my potential and I see yours. And I'm ready and willing to do whatever I need to do as a friend, a partner, family, to support you in the right way. But then when it comes to me, since you're not ready to what you said, to tap in, snap in.
Yeah, snap in. Right?
You know, you're not ready to get to that side and get out of your comfort zone. You want to try to keep me with you and hold me back.
Yes, yeah. Exactly. That's selfishness on
and sabotage.
People want to see you do good, but never better than them. And those are the ones that you need to let go. As you was talking about going to the club, I got a club that y'all could go to. Every second and fourth Sunday, I'm at my church downtown Brooklyn. Come to Club Church and come get some Jesus. Because I preach from 6 to 9 to the kids. So, you know, bring your children down too. Give them I give them the gospel gangster version, all right? And I keep it clean for the kids. Now, for y'all, for the old people, I'm cursing, okay? I got special privileges. I've been ordained for 5 years. I could cuss in church, okay? But I don't. It's not the curses that y'all think, okay? It's the gangster curses, like damn, and super damn. I don't go in there saying ass and shit or fucking none of that. Because, look, man, I was raised in the church, okay? My grandmother been gone for a little while, but I'm a firm believer in Michael Jackson's Thriller movie as a peek into the supernatural. So I believe that she will come back as one of the Thriller people and whoop my ass if I disrespect the church. So I don't disrespect the church. So, you know, I don't know. I'm not going to have no old lady come and start doing all that shit. Hell no. I will run. Y'all going to see how fast I can run? I don't know what that was. That was my headphones. Don't worry about that. Anyway. Club Church, come every second and fourth Sunday. We outside.
So, any creative out there listening to this, every first Saturday of the month, pull up on me in Morningside Heights Library. Come check out the open stage. It's called Stage for a reason, not a mic, because anybody could get on the stage, whether you're an artist, a filmmaker, photographer, a writer, dancer, whoever. Come, show what your heart is in, what your craft is about, and show out, show off, do your thing. So yeah, drop links to all that. Definitely send me the link so they could come to the church.
What? That's what you do? I'm all Saturday.
The next one's April 5th, so definitely. Pull up, yes.
You done messed up, child. Put that in my calendar right now.
Yes, 1:30 to 4:30. So
What?
for those who want to get lit afterwards, you can still do that. For those who don't want to wake up too early, you don't got to. 1:30.
Man, get up. It's the weekend. Y'all don't be working on no weekend. Get up. Come outside,
You'll
man.
be surprised. Like
We
right
getting
now-
60-degree weather. Get
Nah,
your
people be working
ass
on the weekends.
outside.
They be having to work on the weekends. People gotta work on the weekends.
So do I, but it ain't gonna stop me from getting outside.
I plan to put this out before then, so hopefully I give people a good amount of time. Request it off.
60-degree
start.
weather, yeah.
I don't think I'm coming today, but no, let me not put out that. But I'm just saying, sometimes you gotta do what you gotta do for yourself. Wellness again.
If you got kids,
Self-care.
let one of your kids punch you in the stomach so you won't go to work today.
Kids,
Yeah, man, I tell my
Don't
son.
listen
Yo,
to
you're
that.
animated.
Children,
Yo.
don't listen to that. You better not.
I don't want to
put
go
your
to
hands on
work
your
today.
mom and dad.
Son, come here, punch me in the stomach.
Nothing.
All three of them will come. All right, yeah, let's go beat up daddy. All right, now I can't go to work. Now I'm on the phone with my boss. Yo, look, I just got jumped. I can't go in. I can't come in today.
Will this be out before the 17th?
Of this month?
Yeah. All right, because everything I'm doing is this month.
This month,
Yeah.
well, still, let's see. Maybe, let's see if I got time.
Well, by the time you see this, I've had a show March 17th. I've had a show March 17th in Brooklyn. Another show on the 21st, the 21st in the Lower East Side. But I will have something coming up in April. Towards the end of April, the last Wednesday of April. Actually, I'm going to be in the Bronx at the Bronx Brewery doing my poetry stuff. And then there's supposed to be a slam happening in April that I might be a part of. If it's happening, I should be there. That I'm hecka excited about and nervous about at the same time. I'm like, a slam. But somebody told me, one of my girls, she was like, girl, the poetry you do is already like a kind of like a slam, the way you come, like aggressive and da-da. So I was like, all right. And remember, you can follow me Instagram at Virgo Venting, because I vent in my poems.
Period. Love that.
I just did follow you on Instagram.
Okay.
All right. I was waiting to hear what
Lit.
you did.
All right. I was like, what happened?
Don't do drugs, y'all. Don't do drugs.
Please don't, because the drug epidemic is crazy. I will never do anything past the Mary Jane. Shout outs to Mary Jane.
I feel like we pretty much hit all that we can hit on this topic. Any final remarks?
Just put yourself first. Don't be afraid to be a little selfish, as long as it's not like toxic selfishness, then that's different. But it's okay to be selfish. Put yourself first. Love on you. Do what you enjoy. Life is short. Cut off the dead weight. Make amends with whoever's worth it. And just keep going like that, full steam ahead. That's it.
Ace?
Choose violence only when necessary. Love is the answer. Don't do drugs. Love your mom. Love your father. Make money. Stay out of trouble. Let's go home. I'm hungry.
And all I have to say is, don't be afraid to be in a place where you feel that you might have somebody feeling away. At the end of the day, you are the only person who is going to feel the most discomfort if you keep allowing things to never change. If you keep on allowing yourself to be brought into a place that you don't want to be in order to make somebody else feel satisfied or to make someone else happy, you will never have true and pure happiness for yourself. Never be afraid to figure out who you are and what you want to be, and that might change from time to time. don't be afraid to go for that ride. And with that, we out of here. Peace.
That was good. That was fun.
They gonna be like, what the hell was Alex? They gonna be like, what the fuck was Alex doing?
I ride for my bitches. I'm so fucking rich, I cop.